What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live. I'm not muted, right? Can you guys hear me?
No, we can hear you.
All right. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm Star Wars Gazer. Of course, I've got the whole band here today, including but not limited to Mr. Pop, the Bounty Collector in the house. You guys, welcome in. I got Brick Creations and Collectibles. How you doing, Bricks? Doing well, Bricks? Bricks, can you hear me, Bricks? Oh, she's not listening. Lord Swoonsky, you doing well?
There.
Hello there. We got Cam the Movie Man.
What's up?
Mr. Star Wars Closet.
Yo,
Wrath of Mandalore. What's up, dude?
yeah, my
How's
God.
everybody doing?
You rode in on his panther.
Is that Muff Bunzo?
No.
No, that's Wrath of
I am
Mandalore
of the
now.
names.
Who is Muff Bunzo?
Yeah,
I don't
who's
know
that
what the fuck
guy?
you're talking about, bro.
Right? And then we also have Mr. Optic over here. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. We got Mr. Django Fett here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to this.
Great line. I love that.
Legendary.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Sklee 3PO. How you doing, sir?
Living large. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
Heck yeah. I love that. All right, guys.
Spliff Rapo.
Love it. All right, guys. Welcome to this stream. We already got 11 people in here. Appreciate you guys. Super excited. We are going to be talking about our time at ICCC, breaking it down, giving our stories, just kind of like how we felt at ICCC. So, kind of starting off, let's get Pop. I know you got a limited amount of time, so we'll start with you. Talk about a little bit. Obviously, you have your vlog out and stuff. A little bit about your travels and stuff, and kind of what your experience was like at. How many ICCs have you been to now?
This was 2.
Second ICCC. So give us your experience here, sir.
Triple C. You know, a lot of people for the first time they're like, okay, this is not a huge con, you know. And if you're looking for like big, huge, you know, headliners, you're not gonna get like big, huge headliners like Hayden Christensen or Ewan McGregor or stuff like that. But I mean, I like the environment because it feels like a Star Wars summer camp. Like we're all meeting up. Some of us have connected through Instagram, through YouTube. We supported each other by liking, sharing, and commenting. And now it's like, okay, cool. We got this weekend. We got this 3 days that we get to hang out, you know, joke around,
Cuddle.
eat, cuddle, exactly. You know, rip cards, buy collectibles, make fun of each other, go to Chili's and eat, get some free drinks at the hotel from 5 to 7, room sales, you know, go hunting. So it's like all these things into one. So yeah, it's really fun, and it's something that I experienced last year that I said I'm going every con.
Yep.
Like it doesn't matter if I'm not at ICCC, then something happened to me.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. That's sweet. That's sweet.
Pop.
I do want to talk about too eventually. I want to get to some of the things we did collect at ICCC. So if you have those available, you need to go grab those. Go ahead. Give you fair warning. I do want to talk about some of that stuff. So, Lord Swoonsky, this was my first. What did you think, man?
It was terrible. I did not have a good time. No.
That's actually kind of accurate.
Just a
I
little
did
bit.
have a shit time with the room sales because apparently everybody thought that for some reason I had a bunch of vintage 1977 prototype figures because it's like all everybody asked me for when all I had was Topps trading cards and a freaking lightsaber. But
trading cards.
other than that, it was great. It was fun meeting everybody. The hotel breakfast was meh, not the greatest, but you know everybody else made up for it. So
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. How about you, Cam, the movie man?
So, like Pop, this was also my second ICCC. I went last year. This year, I think for me was a lot better, mostly because I had people to hang out with. Last time I was kind of just on my own, so it was kind of lonely. But no, I love just being able to meet everyone. That was kind of my sole purpose for going. I was less focused on, you know, buying a whole bunch of stuff. I mostly just wanted to hang out, get to know you guys in person, get to know new people, and just chill and just have a good, fun time. So yeah, my legs did not have a good time though. Like after day one, it hurt to walk. Maybe it's because I'm just out of shape, and I looked at my health app and it told me that I had been walking more than I usually do. So I don't know what that's supposed to tell me, but no, in general, I had a great time. I lived like 15 minutes away from the venue, so I hope they have it there every year because it's super convenient for me. But no, I had a blast getting to know all you guys. It was super fun.
That's sick. Let's go through some of the chat here. Oh, I'm getting some feedback. I can kind of hear myself. Darth Christensen in the house says, "Dang, the whole squad is here." Heck yeah, dude. Clone Force 97. What's up, nerd?
Not
Love
much.
it. Let's see here. We got. Let's see. Commander Jesse, congrats on 400, nerd.
I wasn't trying to brag or anything, Jesse, but thank you.
Clone Force 97, bro, closet.
No, that's not what it says.
That's not bro.
I'm trying to make it a positive experience here, all right?
You can't with Banana Boys, whatever.
We got here we go. We got some royalty in the house. We got Star Wars Sith. Someone's typing mad loud, LOL.
It was probably Muff.
Right?
I mean,
we got Battle Packs.
Who?
Battle Packs is in here, guys.
BP. Happy birthday, BP.
Happy birthday, BP.
Happy birthday, BP.
Welcome
Ready?
to Unkville, baby.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to
Battle
Packs.
Happy birthday to
Battle Packs.
Happy
birthday,
dear
Battle Packs.
Happy birthday to you.
Yup, nup.
Let's sing.
Like Cantina. Wait, Kendrick with a man bun?
Yes, sir.
Millennium Workshop in the house. Good to see you.
What up?
Look at that. We got Tommy D. There's Battle Packs again.
Hey.
Nerd have a mustache already.
Hi, I'm Django, the goat's friend.
It's actually a caterpillar. He picked it up off the street on the way home.
Well, see, Ricky said I wasn't allowed to hang out with y'all unless I at least got some Peach Fuzz back. So
Exactly.
It says thank you, fam. The 501st singing happy birthday to Anakin. For the Republic. Clone Force wants to know, Cam and Pop, was ICCC better before Closet went?
Oh yeah, it was so much better.
Yeah, it was. And then I was like, oh, shoot, he's here. Okay.
Spartan here. What's up, dude? Good to have you in here. Wow, that's some of the most worst singing I've ever heard in my life. Ears are fading.
I concur.
I blame Nerd.
I like because we were all trying to sync up. It just kept getting slower.
Yes. It was great.
Yeah, we started out great. We were on cadence, and then it just became like happy birthday.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. All right, Star Wars Closet. This was your first. This was your first as well, and first convention. What did you think, man?
Bro, I loved it. I would go back tomorrow if I could. It was awesome.
Well, you should have stayed more than like 4 hours.
Hey,
Yeah, dude.
Raph, shut up. This is my time, not yours. Okay?
I don't think Wrath was speaking.
Lord Wrath wasn't speaking. That was Lord.
Oh, who was
Swoonsky.
that? Was that nerd?
Catching strays out here.
No, that was
Fucking
Lord Swoonsky.
ridiculous.
All right, sorry, Raph. I love you.
No,
Raph,
no.
you look like
Handwritten
I love you.
apology. 2 days. You got 2 days.
Hey, Pop. Brian said he needs to buy his photo op and auto to meet you at Rebel Scum. So
$1.
Let's go. $1, baby.
You gotta stay 5 feet back, sir.
I love it. Continue.
If you okay, so the $1 is for the auto, but I could do $1.50 is the auto and the photo op. You know what I'm saying? So you throw them 2 quarters in there, and then you get.
But we only take 50 cents in quarters.
Yeah. Don't be coming with 2 dimes and a nickel.
Yeah, exactly.
I should do that. I should charge for my Anakin pictures because the amount of people that come up to me, man, I'd be rich by now. It's crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'd have 2 quarters.
Yeah, right.
At least 2 quarters.
At least.
If I had a nickel for every
That's
time
awesome,
somebody came up to me, I'd have a nickel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Closet,
I got that Ricky auto.
Go ahead, Closet. You got anything else?
Hey, that Ricky.
No,
auto,
it was
let's
it was
go.
just fun, man. I was overwhelmed when I got there because I've never
Damn.
seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
He's never been outside of the closet.
Yeah, I stay in my closet at all times, and then seeing humans for the first time was odd. That's why I'm so pale, not because I'm Irish. But it was
Are you
awesome.
gonna tell
Love
them?
it. And I'm addicted, and I'm going to go forever to more of these.
You're
things.
going to
I'll be
Rebel
at
ScumCon now.
Storm. Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in
Yes,
August. Yep.
sir.
Hey, Closet, you should tell them the first thing I said to you whenever we met in person.
Bro, first thing, like, I drove 4 hours, didn't pee, nothing. Like, I just went straight in, super excited, super anxious. Like, I'm like, all right, man, I'm a little nervous. Nerd walks up and goes, "You're shorter than I expected." And it just really brought the mood down for me.
I'm
is
so
awesome.
serious. It's like the first
Perfect.
thing that left my mouth after hi.
Not, hey, man, finally. It was, bro, you're short.
No,
Oh,
just
my
shorter than he expected.
Yeah, but it's still, like, it hurt.
Oh, man. All right, Wrath of Mandalore. Obviously, we all saw you crying like a baby on Theory's video today.
Caught in 4K.
Yeah, we did.
Caught it in
4K.
4K, baby. Well, how
Hey, that was
your
some good acting, by the way, bro.
That was
Yeah, I
really
gotta give it
good.
to you.
Good acting, bro.
He hates
No,
that.
Really?
I think we're the paid actors.
Oh man, go ahead, Wrath. What was your experience like? What'd you think?
It was great, man. I mean, outside of all the other stuff, it's just getting to meet everybody and hanging out and, having some brews with the boys and it was legendary. I would give away all the other stuff I got. That was it was worth the experience, to be honest.
Oh yeah, can we get that in writing?
I mean, half the stuff I got, I'm giving away. You'll see it here in a little bit.
Heck yeah. All right, Django, you're next on the list. What was your experience like? You hadn't been to ICCC either, had you?
No, yeah, this was my first year.
What'd you think?
Dude, I think this was probably one of, if not my favorite conventions I've ever been to, because I really liked how just comfortable it was, being in a hotel. It was a small room, but it was such a good community. Everyone was super easy to talk to, and it was just very, personal. So I really liked being able to get to know a ton of people, a ton of new people, rather than just running around all day. I was just kind of hanging around the Theory Sabers booth. So it was really, really fun.
Yeah, that's sick.
I want to go again next year for sure. It was an experience. I loved
That's
it.
that's how you and I kind of met, because I was hanging around the Theory Sabers booth and I saw you walk up and I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, Obi-Wan. I've always wanted an Obi-Wan to hang with, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I remember I had seen you. I didn't remember your name, obviously, but I remember seeing you on one of Theory's MegaCon videos, and I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was on one of the MegaCon videos.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that was the first place I actually met him in person. So that was so cool. I loved that. But yeah, meeting him here again, it was pretty fun.
Random question, Django. You are on Whatnot, aren't you?
I'm on what?
Whatnot?
I do not know what that is.
Oh, that's weird because I'm pretty sure I saw somebody with the name Django Fett in a Whatnot stream of mine.
Interesting. No, yeah, probably wasn't me.
It's probably your number one fan. It was probably Sklee 3PO, bro.
Yeah, it was Sklee. It was Sklee.
Probably.
Got me.
Yeah, I really like the clip of you and Porkins in the hallway.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Arguing. I didn't know what Porkins had to do with the Anakin and Padme. But
Porkins decided to be a Jedi for a day.
I guess.
Yeah, so
And it was pretty dope, though.
that was so cool. I
legit.
I had to drop my. Speaking of Padme, I had to drop her off at the airport today, and yeah, whenever we were there waiting for her to actually board, we were watching the video. I was like, "Oh, he posted it!" So we were watching through that scene, and we were both just freaking out. It was incredible.
Look at here. This is why Muff left. Muff killing the vibe. It's Wrath of Mandalore now. Star Wars Sith. Said I also saw a dude in Kenobi robes when I was Anakin at the Revenge of the Sith release. Nice. Sith, not everyone's on Whatnot. True. What a stellar lineup. Yeah, this is a meeting of the minds. It's going to be very, very short, just so you know. So stay tuned. But yeah, Django, it was sick to be able to do that. Not just to do that, but to have like Theory's team record it. I can't believe they actually decided to do that.
That was so cool. Yeah, I was hoping they would suggest that they record that, but I was just gonna go up and be like, "You guys just want to watch?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll have the boys record it too." And I was like, "Oh yes." That was so cool.
It was good. It was good. Sklee, how about you, sir? I know you had to kind of bounce Friday because you had a gig to play at. But,
but I played at a festival in Atlanta.
Yeah, he came back, unlike Star Wars Closet up here.
But I was gonna say, yeah, my experience was a lot like Star Wars Closet. It was my first convention. Obviously, a little bit nervous to meet everybody just because only met online and stuff. But I mean, I was completely overwhelmed when I walked in at first. Like I had to take it all in. Didn't really know where to go. Just was kind of shocked. But it was so much fun, man. And like Django, I think the one thing that stuck out to me is just the intimacy of the con. Like it was really small, and like everybody was just hanging out in each other's rooms. In the lobby, like getting drinks, like for free drinks from 5 to 7:30. Everybody's pulling cards and stuff, and just what did everybody get? But I mean, it was just fun, man, to go through, meet everybody, not only you guys, but meet everybody that was there at the con, like who had booths and stuff. I mean, it was more than just Star Wars stuff, and I'm just a hyper geek in general. But I mean, there was just tons of cool stuff in there, and I loved how like easy it was just to be able to go there and then go back up to the room if you needed to drop something off. And I'm hooked, man, just like Closet. Like I cannot wait to go to more. Like I wish we did not have to leave. So. Same. Yeah, man, it was a wonderful experience all the way around.
Which is also why we're going back to
the 2 a.m. the 2 a.m. party down in Broadway.
Dude, that was absolutely ridiculous. When we go back, you guys got to stick around if you can because
you'll see some shit.
Me, what's your new tag? I don't want to.
I don't know if you can read it.
I can't read. Come on.
Wrath of Mandalore.
Wrath of Mandalore and Jungle Jedi. We had a time down there. It was a blast. Definitely one for the books.
Yep. We got Nick in the chat here.
Yo, what up, Nick?
What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Love that guy.
Thanks for being in here. I appreciate it.
What a guy.
Sith says sexy Nick in the chat. Yo. Darth Christensen is getting a lot of funny out of the closet getting just completely crapped on by everyone.
It's really just like
I don't remember
really,
that. I don't remember that happening, but
Yeah.
Right. It hurts, and I need a friend.
Hey guys, I wish you'd stop bullying my friend. It hurts his feelings.
Thank you, Rad.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
We're looking at you.
Mean that.
Oh man. All right, Optic. Okay. Obviously, it was your first time. I got to pick you up. You kind of got like the wild experience of the century for two different reasons. One, when Nerd and I picked you up, you had no clue that we were also picking up Roger Christian. So you were like, wait, what? We're picking up Roger Christian? So like your mind was like, oh my God, what do I do? And then the next day or 2 days later, because we picked you up on Thursday, 2 days later, Saturday night, you pulled a freaking 1/1 Sebulba card with the voice of Sebulba sitting 20 feet away. Like, dude, talk about your ICCC experience, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, we looked it up on ChatGPT, 600 trillion to 1 odds that happens. Pulling
Fake
that
news never
card
happened.
with Sebulba sitting
Fake
there. So
news
go ahead.
never happened.
Go ahead, Optic.
Didn't
Go ahead.
happen.
Yeah, man. From the moment of landing, just having Gazer like, "Where you at? Where you at? Are you here yet? Are you here yet?" I'm like, bro, like I'm waiting for my luggage.
Yo,
But
guys.
still, like to have him message me that much, I was like, hey, that's kind of cool.
We got the Ray side in the house. What's up,
Hey,
Hannah?
what's up?
Yo, what
Thank
up?
you for
Oh,
joining the live
shit.
Big
stream.
fan.
This is
Big
great.
fan. Yeah,
Hey,
we roll deep
Hannah.
out here.
You need to be at Rebel Scum Con. I don't care what you have to do. You need to be at Rebel Scum Con with us. It's going to be lit. We need you there. We need
Yeah.
you there.
I won't be there, but yeah, you gotta be there.
panza.
Yeah, there we go. Continue, Optic. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, bro, you pretty much told the story, man.
Tell it from your point of view, though, because that's our outside point of view. Like,
Oh,
tell it
dude.
from yours, man.
Like, Nerd was like, I'm gonna spoil the surprise for you because Gazer spoiled it for me. I was like, what? And guess who we're picking up? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Well, no, I
Tell him-
set it up. Gazer spoiled it for everybody else that we were freaking picking him up.
I don't know. I'm thinking like, I don't know, Tony or some shit. And then you're like Roger Christian, and like my mouth just like my jaw dropped and my heart started racing. I was like, I'm gonna sit in the back seat with Roger Christian. Are you serious right now? And
After
so
going
we're
around in
circling the
circles.
freaking airport like 20 times because
That's-
he's still in the air. And
Yeah,
we thought he
crazy.
had landed already. But either way, we're looking for him. I spot him. I'm like, there he is.
Get him.
Nerd goes and picks him up. He gets in the car, and I'm just like, hello, hi, Mr. Christian. Tell him my real name. He's like, hello. And so basically, I did a small interview with him in the backseat. Didn't even think to record, but I got a little bit more insight on some behind the scenes, which was kind of cool. Well, we all got a bit of insight from behind the scenes. So yeah, that was cool. Took a picture before we departed at the hotel. And then I would say the blessings were just like the whole weekend. It wasn't just, meeting Roger, sitting with him or pulling the 101. Just like meeting all of you was really awesome. I mean, my arch enemy over here and whatnot, Rat the Mandalore.
Fucker snipes me every week.
Yeah, meeting Django, meeting, of course, Gazer and Nerd, Cam the Movie Man, who else? Bricks, Pop, Tony, like getting to meet all you guys was so cool. Ken, and it was surreal. Like I don't know, it reminded me of like I'm old. It reminded me of like the 90s, right? Ricky. You meet some people
Hey,
online.
bro, why you gotta say Ricky? I'm the older person. Just kidding. Nah, it does feel like what you're saying. Like we all go over somebody's house. Like the Super Nintendo's load up with 2 controllers. Mario Kart's on.
Yep.
You guys are arguing whose turn it is. It's pretty much like that. Everybody's like, "Yo, let's just show up at one location and let's just have a good time."
Did you want me to go over the 101 stuff, or are we gonna save that for later?
Yeah. Oh, I would say go ahead, talk about the 101 because, go ahead, talk about the 101 and in the pack and how you got it.
Yeah. So let
Big
me shorten this story because it's kind of long. I bought 2 packs of high tech in Hawaii before I left for San Diego, like the week before I left, and then I got on a live stream with Ricky, Gazer, and Battle Packs showed up, and I brought out one of my my high tech packs, one of the 2, and I just happened to pick the one that didn't contain the 101. And so we pulled it on stream, and it was a decent box. And then a few months later, I make it to San Diego. I buy my tickets for the for ICCC, and then I head out there with my box. I'm like, I'll probably sell it because I paid a lot of money for it, like $169. And I was talking to Jungle the morning of. I was like, hey man, like I think I'm gonna sell this box. And he's like, I'll buy it from you. How much do you want for it? And I was like, oh, let's see what they cost right now. Dude, they're down to $120 from $170.
That's crazy.
And Jungle was like, dude, you should just open it. I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then Tony's like, dude, I'm gonna do a rip in the lobby after today. And I was like, can I join? You know, I got a box of high tech. He's like, sure, why not? And then he says I gotta go first. And I was like, man, why I gotta go first? And yeah, we popped open the box and we saw the white line, and it was like, oh shit, a sketch! Is it a sketch? Is it a sketch? And we're like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's, you know, move the cards from the back to the front. We'll save the sketch for last. And I forgot a card in the back. Two, in fact, I forgot. And yeah, man, when we got to the one before the sketch, I pulled from the back and it was the freaking 101. It was, well, it's a Bulba, right? We're like, oh, cool, it's a Bulba. And then, like, simultaneously, everyone just starts pointing at the 101, yelling, 101, 101, 101. Just crowd goes wild. And then, I don't know, a few of you are like, he's over there. Lewis McLeod's over there. And freaking, sorry, man, it's hard to remember your name now
Don't
that you
dead name
changed
me.
it.
Don't dead name me.
Guam over here.
Guam. The island of Guam went and walked up to
Yeah.
Lewis
Island of
McLeod.
Guam went over to Lewis and is like nervously brings him over. Thankfully, you know, he was able to do that, and he just started talking to us. And he like, I know he understood, but not really until like the next day after they had done like their chat GPT and checked out the statistics of that situation happening. And
Yep.
yeah, we were able to talk to him the next day, and he was like, that was really cool. And yeah, that was it, man. That was kind of the thing.
Yeah, when I had walked over to him and I was like, I don't know if you know anything about, you know, the Topps cards, and he's like, not a fucking thing. I was like, all right, cool, this is gonna be great.
But yeah, that was my experience for the most part. Other, like, after that, I kind of got a little. I had a little to drink. I was happy. I was celebrating.
Little?
The dude the next day, like, we literally went to say goodbye to him, and he's like, my buddy was like down the hall, turned on the lightsaber, and he's like, dude, turn that off. I was like, dude, he's down the hall a little bit. That's wild.
Bro, I came down first thing in the morning and just saw Optics sitting there like this.
I'm a lightweight, bro.
I was like,
I'm a cheap date.
I was like, you good, bro? He's like, no.
Well, I didn't realize he was like that, because we had walked in the morning just fueled up, and I look over and Optic's at the table by the elevator, and he like waved at me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go say hi to Optic. And I go over there, and I'm like, as I got closer, I'm like, you all right there, buddy? And he was like, no, I don't feel good. And I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight. That's all. I didn't drink a lot.
It was crazy.
It was fun.
Yeah, right. I am Roland. Thank you for the follow on Instagram. Please be sure that you follow me on YouTube as well. It'd be really, really helpful. You did ask, why is the dude wearing the mask? That's what he does. He wears the mask. That's part of his thing. I think he should take it off. We already saw him in the video without it. Like, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Take it off. Do it. Do it. Optic. We already saw you in the video.
Take it off. His face will peel.
Would you be quiet, Wrath? We're trying to get it there.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
You did. Damn, look at that handsome man.
Look at that. There he is.
Wow. Is this Pedro? Is Pedro here? What the?
Right.
This is the way.
Right.
This is the way. I love it.
Hello, mi gente.
Hey, compa, ¿cómo está?
I love it. There we go, guys. You guys got a reveal on our ICCC. For those of you who didn't see the
He's got a
videos,
thumbnail across the world.
I know, right?
Wow. Bryant says, "Don't worry, Tony. She doesn't even answer my text."
Damn.
Hannah. Come on, let's go, JT. LOL. He's on thumbnails across the world now. True
I
story.
should actually see now.
No lie, Optic is a handsome man in the galaxy. There you go. Love it. All right. Love this. This is sick. We got 32 people in here. Star Wars with Percyman. This is the way.
What up?
Thanks for joining the stream. All right. So next, Bricks. So Bricks was fun because she had told me, and I think one, maybe two other people, that she was coming, but nobody else. So I kept it a secret until she showed up Thursday night. Bricks, talk about your experience and the road you took to get to ICCC a little bit.
The long road.
The long road.
Well, I was broke. I don't
Join the club.
No, but
Wait, we're supposed to have money?
I had the money, and then it was gone. We had some financial stuff and going on, and so I had to start from scratch. I literally had like 3 weeks to try to come up with something. And I think that's when I started doing Whatnot, and I was getting nervous because I was like, a lot of you were helping me out with like the sales and stuff, and I was literally like really scared because like the money was like rolling in like little by little. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm like, I need just to tell everybody that I'm not going, because if I don't get the money and I don't even have gas money to get up there, I'm just gonna be like so disappointed. And so I just told everybody I wasn't going just in case. And yeah, but then I showed up, and then like everybody's like, what the heck? Why are you here? You lied to us. And I'm like,
But it was a good lie.
Yeah,
it was a good lie, yeah. So
How many times did you get?
it still hurt my
How many
feelings.
times did you get you're shorter than I expected?
oh, all the time. I told everybody I was under 5 feet tall, and nobody believed me.
You never.
Bricks. My Lego minifigs are
Oh,
taller
of
than you.
course.
Wow.
Bro,
Or
you know,
Bro.
the craziest part was like Brick was kind of just standing off to the side at one point, and I turned and was like about to talk to her as if she's like somebody's kid. I was like, oh shit, that's Brick.
Oh, didn't BP say? Was it BP that said, "Dude, you're a minifigure"? Oh man,
He would.
No, Bricks. It was really good to see you. It was great to have you there.
I'm so glad I was able to come, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. So my experience was sick. Obviously, we'd been planning this for a long time. You guys know me, Nerd, and Kyber had been really going at it, just advertising it, going through with it, and I am super excited. I went, man. Me and my buddy Colin. It's funny. He decided he wasn't gonna buy a lightsaber, and then we got there, and he started looking at the lightsabers, and he goes, "I think I'm gonna buy a lightsaber," and I'm like, I knew it, and so I stood in line with him, and we were actually the first ones in line on Friday for Theory, which was sick. It was cool to see him, get to talk to him. And then later, I went back after his line had lulled a little bit, asked him to sign my hat and talk to him a little bit. So that was sick. Got some sweet footage, got some really cool stuff, which we will talk about some of our collected things here in a minute. But and then on Saturday, I did Obi-Wan cosplay. I didn't realize Jango Fett was going to be there, and so that was pretty sweet. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. I got to hang out with Official Fandom Menace. Dude, that guy's makeup, holy crap, is that guy good at cosplaying.
Oh yeah.
Does he just live in that makeup?
Yeah, he said he
Pretty
literally
much.
sleeps in that. When he
That
goes to
morning it
cos-
took him.
Crazy.
He said it took him
Such a
6
cool
hours that
dude.
morning.
Yep. And then the days that he has to paint like his chest and stuff, it's like another like 3 hours
Damn.
of work
Yeah.
just to get his chest
Wow.
right and stuff. It's wild. So shout out to him. He's really good at it. I found out the boots that he wears for his Phantom Menace cosplay is actually, he said, Ray Park's boots. He said he had been cosplaying as it and had a picture with the boots, and Ray reached out to him, he said, and was like, hey, those might be my boots. Look inside. If it's a green string, they're my boots.
What?
And he looked inside, and it was a green string, and he told him the story that on the Phantom Menace set, after during the first day of shooting, the strings broke on the inside, and they had to go get new strings, and the only strings they could find were a set of green strings, and it was a specific color of green. And so he had them on the inside, and he goes, yeah, those are my boots, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude.
Wild.
Right? So pretty crazy, pretty sweet.
Insane.
I had a ton of fun. It was great. It was funny. Right before we reenacted that, I was trying to get I had Theory Sabers put the blade on this thing really tight so I could walk around with it. And then I came back and I was like, yo, guys, can you get this off real quick? Like, I'm going to use it for this scene or whatever. And one of the guys was trying to take it off and like couldn't get it off, and he goes, dude, just take the one on the display and bring it back when you're done. So that's what I ended up doing. It was pretty funny. But guys, getting to meet all of you was just an absolute, I think, I know it was the highlight of my week, like getting to meet all of you guys in person finally. It's been it's just so cool, and that's part of the reason like I want to go to Rebel Scum. Like I am like, dude, I need it again. Even if I don't buy anything, I don't care. I want to be there for the people that go, So like I'm excited to be with Closet and Sklee and Ricky and Tony and Lord Wrath of Mandalore and Jungle Jedi. Like it's gonna be sick, man. I can't wait to see most everyone again. Like that was definitely the highlight for me. So all right, guys, let's get into some of the things that we collected here. I don't know if you guys got some of that stuff close by or not. Who would like to kick us off with some of the things that we got? Anyone want to volunteer? Oh, you got wow, that's cool, dude. That's cool.
I have yours too.
You do have mine. You got Porkins.
I gotta find it.
Who wants to start us off? Oh, nice. You get that signed by Roger. He liked that, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he loved it.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Heck
There
yeah.
it is.
There it is. There's me. Stay on target. Stay on target. I love it. Django, did you get anything? I know you got the Theory Saber for a giveaway, right?
Yeah, but besides that, I was like, I'm gonna save as much as I can because I got like no money because of all the sabers I've been buying. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't really go for anything this time. But yeah, I did shoot for a saber at least because I wanted to do a giveaway. So I had Theory sign that. So I'll be announcing that soon and giving that one away to some lucky person out there.
Heck yeah. Heck
Nice.
yeah.
I did the same thing.
Nice. Yeah, because I remember we were talking about that. I wondered if you went and got one.
Yeah, I ended up getting one. So there was somebody in the chat earlier that was talking about you and I, that they're
really?
watching our lightsaber reviews.
Oh, sweet.
Heck yeah.
Yes, that's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah. It's funny.
Thank you.
It was funny. Spartan in the chat. He had saw me at the con. I was just walking the floor, and he looks at me and he goes, "Gazer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, he had a Luke V1 Prodigal Son from Theory, and he's like, "Dude, I watched your review on this saber and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, hey, sweet." So that was the first time anyone's. Jared Spartan was the first one to recognize me ever in person. So, shout out to you, dude. Yeah,
Optic was the first person
dude,
to recognize me.
That's sick. That's awesome. You shills talking about your Chinese sabers.
They're all Chinese sabers. All of them.
I love it.
Here's
the Millennium Workshop. I got one of those. Oh, he got his saber signed by Roger and by Theory.
Damn. That's so cool.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. Obviously, the 101 is nice, but the Roger Christian signed by Theory and Roger is it's peak, man.
So cool.
So, Django, how long does it take for you to get your cosplay on?
It depends. It used to take like an hour and a half because I was very inexperienced with putting in contacts, but now it takes, I don't know, maybe under an hour. It just depends on how long the eye makeup takes, but the tunic and everything that I actually wear, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. It's really not too bad getting that on you. It's just all the makeup and stuff and the hair. That's all the, the pretty parts of it. That's what takes a while.
Heck yeah.
But yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nothing compared to official Phantom Menace for sure. That's just insane. So, but yeah.
I gotta say this. I gotta give Lord Swinski here some absolute crap. So, dude goes to pull his Anakin, cosplay. And wouldn't you flippin' know it from Lord Swinski over here? His lightsaber is dead.
Hey, no, it didn't die.
I was like,
it started spazzing the ever-living hell out and kept changing fonts and colors. I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I take it up to the room. It's like, yo, we're at 1%. I'm like, bet. So I charge it. I go back down and I do another lap. And I picked like the worst Anakin robes off of Amazon. They're like 100% polyester, so I'm freaking dying, like weighing 280 something pounds. I'm like, yeah, this ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, it was. I was gonna say it was. Speaking of all the layers, it was way warmer in there than I expected it to be. I was dying wearing like 12 layers in that place. I was like, "What is going
The
on?"
hotel wasn't very good,
It was hot.
unfortunately.
Yeah. I loved your Django. I loved your look back video with Maul where you were like, "Hey,
Oh, yeah.
like."
I was gonna say no videos made me laugh harder than that.
That was so fun to do. I mentioned to him, I'm like, "Oh, do you know that meme where like the guy looks back?" And he was like, "I think so." So I tried to describe it to him, and he's like, "Let's just shoot it real quick." And he just posted it there on the spot, and yeah, it blew up. And I was like, "Oh, that's just so cool." That just blew
It
my
was
mind.
awesome.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
I love it. I love it. Pop over here posting stuff on YouTube, while we're on YouTube. That's cool. Love it, Pop. Way to go.
JT said my Kyber crystal was from Temu.
Damn.
Bro, it might as well have been like literally 1 minute I'm looking at it and it's blue. I talk to Gazer and it cuts off and then reignites in green. I'm like,
The heck is
okay, what's going on?
Genesis.
And then it just started flashing, and I'm like, okay, so this thing's probably about to blow up. Let's go ahead and turn it off and get it away from like the room full of people.
Yeah. That's
Is that a cat? What is
That's my cat. Sorry, he's freaking out because he wants to come in.
That's awesome. All right, guys, let's start talking about some of the stuff we got. Pop, would you mind starting us off? One, you had to go, but two, like, dude, that's exactly what I want to talk about that story. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my stuff real quick.
I can't even get it all on the screen. So, obviously, if you watch my vlogs, I always talk about going to the same booth multiple times. There's been so many times that, especially at MegaCon, that I record a booth or a table, and I'm back here at home editing, and I'm like, what the that was there in the second shelf? And I'm like, man, I missed opportunity. So this is actually Saturday. So I don't know where this was day one. I didn't see this day one. So obviously it's a canvas, but it's a canvas print, so it's not something that's painted. I don't want to, to think people that this is like $1,000 painting, but still, regardless, it's pretty dope and it's canvas, right? And so now I'm recording, and then I'm like, oh, let's see what the price is. And I look, and I'm like, $10? And the guy's like, yeah, $10. I said, oh, well, I'm going to have to get this. And I put the camera down, and I got this for $10.
That's a steal.
And it's so funny. I gave him the
crazy.
$10 cash, and I said, yo, that's the cool thing about having the con at the hotel. Take this right straight to the room. Tony's like, what are you doing? What did you get there? I'm like, $10, bro. And he's like, oh my God, I saw it yesterday, but I didn't know it was $10. But yeah. So this was a steal for me. Definitely.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Man, I got to check out those room sales next year. I want to actually stay there next year so I can do more of that.
You have to,
that sounded
dude.
so fun.
Yep.
That was my first experience with a lobby sale and room sales, and it was wild.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Pop, you have anything else you want to?
Let's see. Well, shout outs to the boy Ken Collects.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
he gave me this vintage Kenner Rancor. So fun fact is I got this at ICCC from Ken. Right, he was like, "Hey, come to the room." I went to the room, and he's like, "Here you go." So shout outs to him. But I actually was trying to buy this last year at ICCC, and the guy had it just like this for $100. And I'm like, "Hey, can you do 75 cash?" And he's like, "No." He wouldn't do 75 cash. And he actually had one of the Rancor arms, just the arm. So I guess somewhere there's a Rancor with one arm, and he has the other arm, and there was a sticker on there, $25. So just so you guys know, one of these arms is $25.
Damn.
Gee, dang.
So shout outs to Ken.
But yeah, I don't want. This is where I'm gonna show these two. The rest of you guys gonna have to watch on my channel. You have to watch my pickups on the channel, bro.
Heck yeah.
Hey, I don't appreciate you doing a impersonation of me right there, Ricky.
I don't appreciate you making fun of me, Ricky, even though I have a caterpillar above my lips.
Oh man, Django. In case obviously you don't know, but Ricky's every time Nerd shows up, Ricky's like, Nerd, don't you have a war to fight in the South there? Like, pretty funny.
So the crazy thing, I was like, it said he cannot be from the South because he was eating the breakfast and he said this breakfast was garbage, and I was like, come on, it's biscuit and gravy, scrambled eggs. It was sausage.
Yeah, and it was the worst
and
biscuits
bacon.
and gravy.
I'm like, come on,
life.
bro.
McDonald's has better biscuits and gravy than that $1,000.
The biscuits and gravy, though. The biscuits and gravy. If you added the Tabasco sauce to it, it was all right.
Where the hell was there biscuits and gravy?
I don't know. You were too wasted in your room.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Yeah.
I love that movie, bro.
Oh yeah, look, what's it called? Nerd Squadron. What up, Chris? He was there when I was trying to buy this, and the guy would not budge. I was like, yo, 75 cash. But yep, got it now.
Good advertising, Pop. Go to the channel to check out the rest. Heck yeah, I love that. That was great. I'll show you guys a couple things here. So the first day I got there at 5:30 in the morning because I had to pick up BP. And so I picked up BP. We went to McDonald's nearby, had breakfast, whatever. Picked up Tony afterward. And then we went to the hotel, dropped our stuff off, there was some collectible shops nearby. And so the first one, the card shop we wanted to go to didn't open for another like 45 minutes. So we went into a collectible shop that was right around the corner. And we walked in, we're doing our thing, and they had some sick stuff in there. They had some cool retro stuff, and ended up finding this bad boy here, Slave One, Kenner, Empire Strikes Back. It was only $125. So I picked that bad boy up.
I like how you went. It was only
Sorry, I was itching my nose. Only $125. No, like Tony,
some light,
right? Tony and stuff. Tony and BP, and they were telling me it's at least a $200 retail on that at minimum. So pick that up. And then it was funny because later, and I wish Wrath was here to tell his other side of this because this is just so flippin' funny. We went to another card shop and they had two 2024 Chrome boxes.
If you want the full results, go watch the video on my channel because I recorded it all.
Yes, it was so funny. So there's two boxes left, and Wrath goes, all right, you buy one box, I'll buy the other. I'm like, deal. I'm like, you pick the box though. So he picks his box, I grab mine, we pay, we get out of there, we go back to the hotel. While we're waiting to check into our room, we're like, let's rip these suckers open. So we do. We go pack for pack. He got nothing, man. Let's be real. His pack was an absolute joke. I'm pulling like Red Wave Deidre, then I pulled a Red Wave Cassian, and then I pull an Emperor Palpatine and a sick Cody, and then at the end of it, dude, it was hilarious. One of the packs I noticed right away, I'm like, this pack is thick. And Tony's like, yeah, dude, it's a shadow box. Picked up, it's upside down. Look at that.
Oh wow!
Slave One shadow box right off of the bat. The same day I picked up this bad boy, I'm like, dude, it was meant to be. I'm never getting rid of that card. So that was
whatnot. 50-cent starts.
No. How about no? And then my biggest some of the things I got, Mr. Nerd here knows I love my Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, so he procured this for me.
That was very nice.
That's courtesy of Wrath of Mandalore.
That was sick. I got this Who's Your Daddy poster as well at a room sale. There's a couple of them in there. Courtesy of Tony. I know he's probably not in the stream right now. I think he's doing his own stream, but that dude was like, dude, they got a room sale over there with these in there. So I went there. But the biggest thing I was looking for, and Pop, I want to say thank you very much for this because I had been looking for a Darth Vader helmet, and there's one that I spotted. It was like an old school Black Series, so it had the black eyes in box. It was $70. It was super cheap, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting that as soon as sales start, and they let people in, I'm gonna get there. Well, I had gotten there about 20 minutes after they had actually opened, and it was already like as I was walking up to the deal to grab it, somebody was walking away with it, and I'm like, crap, man. And so I went back and I told Pop, and Pop the bounty collector was like, dude, I got another one for you over here. So he ended up finding me, and I ended up buying it. My sick Empire Strikes Back Vader helmet, Black Series. I love this thing. It's so cool.
They are awesome.
Yeah, it's sweet. Now I know Mr. Cam the Movie Man got a steal on one. So why don't you go ahead and talk about that?
For sure. Yeah.
And the poster that you stole from me.
Hold on.
Oh wow!
Look at that shirt though. Hell
My
yeah.
shirt?
Bucky's.
Oh yeah, Bucky's. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, I'm out of town on a family trip, so I don't have any of my stuff with me to show. But yeah, I got the same.
Yeah, Battle
I got the
Packs. It
same
was a
exact
date. I
helmet.
agree. It was a date.
Yeah, I got the same exact helmet that that Gazer got. I found mine at the lobby sale. Just went to some dude. He was sitting at a little coffee table, had like two things, and one of them was the helmet, and it was $50. So bought it right away, no hesitation. So super happy with that. It's big, but I freaking love wearing that thing. I had to rearrange a bunch of stuff in my room to find a place to put it, but so I got that. I've been working on collecting the whole line of Star Wars Episode 1 figures, just for fun. So I snagged a few of those. I got a Captain Tarpals, a Darth Sidious, an Adi Gallia, and what was the other one I got? I think that was it. Then I got one of the booths had this fun wheel thing that you pay $5, you spin the wheel and you win either a toy, an art print, or a comic. So I did that a couple times, got this sick Darth Vader art print, and I think it was like the last one he had or something. He just pulled it out of nowhere.
Dang.
But right before me, Nerd spun it, got like a Stormtrooper print. And then when I was spinning, he was like, oh yeah, I also have this. So I got the Vader print and he didn't. So
yeah. Freaking
get fucked, Swooner.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what else? Yeah, I didn't really buy a whole lot. I also love those like vintage 12-inch figures. So I got like a collector series Sand Trooper that's pretty sick.
Nice.
The second time I did the spin game, I got like a couple High Republic comics, which I was kind of disappointed with because I'm not the biggest fan of the High Republic, and I don't really read a lot of comics. So,
well, why'd you get them?
They were free. Well, I guess I paid $5 for them to do this.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, it was a real sale. It wasn't by choice, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, Cam owes that dude like $15 because he spun it without paying him, and dude got like irritated.
I know because I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't understand how his thing worked, but so I had to spin it. I spun it like 3 times before. He was like, "Yeah, you got to pay first." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah. Am I gonna break it if I don't pay?
Probably. Anyway, that was pretty much all I got. Just a few Episode 1 figures, a 12-inch, the Vader helmet. Couple High Republic comics. Oh, and I also got a Blu-ray copy of Roger Christian's movie. Got it signed by him as well. So excited to watch it. Yeah, that was pretty much all I got, honestly.
Yo, there was a one morning Ken and I went downstairs. I don't know if you guys got to see it. This couple of older gentlemen, they had the Boba Fett with the rocket launcher on the back. They had it in like this big plastic case, and like Boba's like, the 3.5-inch figure with the missiles separate. And they said that I think that particular figure was worth $300,000, and we all took pictures with it. So I got the whole $300,000.
From what I heard,
that was another thing I missed.
That figure was one of 2 in known history currently in mint condition.
Yeah.
And the other one is with the creator of that figure.
Is that the one that's worth $1.2 million?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
1.2 million, dude. Crazy.
It's less value than what you'd get for that Sebulba, bro.
I mean, I don't think I could get anything for that Sebulba.
Oh, I think you could. To the
There's
right
no way.
person who
It's
loves
gonna be buried
Sebulba,
with me, man.
who may be in this room.
Nobody. There's just no way. Like the
it's
sentiment that's
Darth
tied.
Porkins.
Darth
Darth
Porkins.
Porkins.
The sentiment that's tied to this is there's no way it means anything to anybody as much as it does to me, and even you guys. Awkward.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, geezer's very funny. I've never felt more powerful than when I wore that Darth Vader helmet.
He's taking it off.
Yeah, you can't breathe.
God damn, how do I
He's
breathe?
got to
in
use
this
the mechanism to take it off for him.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Good one. That's a good one, Wrath. Yo,
I mean, I could just flex, but I don't feel like taking everything off and trying
Darth
to put my fat
Porkins
head
would
in there.
blow up Luke's X-wing.
We look on you with my own eyes.
that's the one from the movies for Revenge of the Sith. This shit was $50. And Cam, you're
Yeah,
saying you
I
paid
got
$50
that
for a
too.
full size?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, Optic. You're lucky you got that for $50. Anywhere I look online, it's like 200 plus.
Are you
I
serious?
can
Yeah,
sell
dude.
this.
The bucket, is that the popcorn bucket?
Yeah, that's the popcorn
Yeah.
bucket.
Yeah,
Like
that
50
shit
bucks
is
at the
going
theater.
for like 200 online.
Dude, I got
That's
the
crazy.
popcorn bucket.
Sold.
That's crazy. So
I got the little fucking sippy cup with the fucking bendy straw.
Oh yeah, I got that one too.
Damn, I guess I
is that a
didn't know.
popcorn bucket, Bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get that one from?
Sounds cool.
Movie theater.
One of my cousins gave it to me.
Oh, okay. He's like the movie theater.
Yeah. You just heard that?
Movie theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, muff.
It's okay. We got sexual tension. We'll take it out of
I did get these actually from Millennium Workshop.
Here's the other thing that I got, guys. that
Nice.
I'm super stoked about.
Oh, dude, that's so dope.
Oh.
Yep.
Gazer, did you get that from a room or did you get that for the booth for $40?
From the booth, it was $50. It was
You
actually
son of a
Slave
bitch.
Leia and was it her boyfriend or husband or whatever that ended up ripping cards with Tony and got that Mom Mothma that night.
Okay. Yeah, because
Damn.
Tony showed me that. Did you get that for $40 at the booth?
I got this for free.
Yeah.
For free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gifted it
Oh,
to
I forgot you were doing that at ICCC. Exactly. Yeah, that's how you got it for the free zone.
Nah, that was a wedding gift. So
Mm. Well, Tony had pointed that out, and he's like, "Yo, look, this Boba Fett, and it was the Target one like you had, and it was
That's the
$40."
one.
And he was like, "Yo, don't sleep." And what happened?
We
Went
slept.
around, totally forgot about it. I
So
said,
I got you.
day two. I said, let me go look. I did some, I did good in the room or the lobby sale on Friday. I said, okay, let me get that. It's gone.
yeah, I made the
Yeah,
same
man.
mistake with the Jango Fett doll, Attack of the Clones ones with the half window. 15
Yeah.
minutes came back after I went to go get money. Gone.
So
What
sometimes,
happened
like
was-
when you see stuff, like at the end of the day, like if there's a helmet you bought for 100, but then like you say, yo, that's a good deal because usually they run 150, 200, and then you see it again the next day or at another booth for 80, and you're like, damn, I should have wait. It's just one of those things that you can't really. You're
can't
gonna
play the
gamble if you want to wait
Yeah.
on it, but I
Mhm.
feel like if it's cheap, just go ahead and buy it.
Kinda, yeah.
If it's cheap at that point, just get it. And then, it happened to me at MegaCon. And it was funny thing is with Tony, and this is when we were collecting Funko Pops back in the day. And literally at MegaCon, it's huge. Have you guys ever been to MegaCon? It's big. So the aisles go from like 100 all the way to like 1,200. The aisles, and it's big, huge banner, and the convention center is huge. So I dropped I think $30 for each Funko Pop,
Dang.
and so then we go to like
aisle 700. The guy had the same 2 Funko Pops, but he was selling them, I think, 15 or 20 each. So instead of me spending 60, I could have spent 40. And I could have saved $20 and used $20 for something else. So it sucks because you take the risk. You know, like usually what I like to do is just like, let me go look at the lay of the land. Let me go ahead and check everything out, take pictures of what aisle things on because you might forget. And then you come back and sometimes it's gone. So it's a risk.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. Like I said, Tony told me as soon as the sales start, you're gonna want to be there for that helmet. And I was just 2 minutes late, and I watched someone walk away with that helmet. You know, luckily there was another one that you got.
Should have taken them out.
It's crazy. You're right. You if you want it, get it now.
Yeah, you got to jump on it. Like that story with the Unleashed figure. Wrath was checking it out and showed it to Gazer, and obviously Gazer's a huge Boba fan, and Gazer jumped on that because Wrath was thinking about it too long. Luckily, I saw that other one. I was like, dude, he's got to have this, so I jumped on that one ASAP, man.
Yep.
Absolutely. Damn near shed a tear, but
scam loser.
Fortunately, I gotta head out, guys, but it was so much fun hanging out with y'all and chatting. I miss you guys.
Yep. We'll see you later, Cam. Thank you for joining, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
See you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, now that guy's gone.
Jeez. Guys, Tony, Tony. I'm sorry, Ricky. I just called you Tony, and I'm so sorry. Can you?
Hey, I know I got glasses on now. Okay,
that's racist.
I know.
I got glasses on now.
I know.
But there's a big, huge weight difference.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. That's the way you are.
There we go.
Oh, that was crazy. I was like, how did Brick's camera come on and she's not even sitting there?
Magic. I have crazy stuff. I told you I'm going to be in the live stream, honey. God. And then they're like, Brick's is like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. No.
I love this, guys.
I remember my first live stream.
Yeah, right? Pretty sick. Guys, Ricky, I'm excited for Rebel Scum Con. Did you guys go last year or not? Or this is your first year as well?
First time. Okay. So last year it was their first year and nobody really knew what Rebel Scum was all about. And seeing the videos coming out, because I believe let's see, General Kenobi's bunker, my cousin Jose went. Nilda
is that legitimately your cousin?
No, we just have the same last name.
Okay,
we have the same last name, Sanchez, so we just say, okay, we cousins now.
Sick. Love it.
Primos.
And then I think Tiara went. So we were seeing their videos or like their posts on Instagram, and I'm like, you just have Odd Mod Best just walking around like freaking Jar Jar just walking around. That I'm like, bro, what is going on with this con? And I'm looking at, I'm messaging Tony because I think we're just like, seeing posts. And I'm like, bro, why did we not go to this con? It looks so chill, and like all the actors were there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go this next time. So really excited about it, and man, they just, last year was good, and I heard good things about it. This year, it's like, oh, we're not pulling any stops, so man, we're getting everybody, and they're not even done. So I'm like, okay, we need to start saving some money. Because I didn't get too many autographs, or I didn't get no autographs in ICCC. That was in Japan. That was Japan right there. I felt like, the Japan and ICCC was only like 3 weeks apart. So I didn't really have enough time. And then on top of it, my daughter graduated today, high school. So graduation.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And so, the funds were not there to be getting autographs like that, but definitely, hopefully in August, I get some autographs because I miss. I did wanted Katie Sackhoff's autograph, but I waited. What you got there?
Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
He got all the autographs.
My show and tell ain't ready yet.
Oh, show and tell.
Pause it. Do you know who this is?
Milok. No.
I don't know who
Read
that
it
is.
backwards. Read that
Maybe?
name backwards.
Colin. My roommate.
Colin will be joining us shortly.
The snorer.
So
My guy loves to snore.
you guys were so fun to listen to. The banter, you guys were just constantly bantering back and forth, and it was freaking hilarious.
Colin is a man who doesn't know what love is.
Ooh, JT.
And-
I wanna know what love is.
Hello.
What's up, JT?
Stop the legend. The legend.
Mr. Star Killer himself.
Dude,
what is
the
going on?
best.
Sam Whitwer.
The best Star Killer cosplay I've ever seen.
So
straight
here's
up.
my thing, JT. How were
Beautiful.
you not in the? Were you not in the cosplay contest because you were working the theory booth?
Dude, okay, so it was
'Cause you would have fucking
You
destroyed.
would have won, dude.
no, I appreciate it. It was actually held on
Crazy.
Sunday though, and I had to leave Sunday, so I couldn't participate in it, sadly.
So, JT, tell us, what is your experience of ICCC like and some of the things you picked up?
Oh, dude, where do you want me to begin, man? I mean, I even typed it in the chat here. It was like
In the beginning.
In the beginning. No, I met you guys through, other people, and it's like we kicked it like old high school buddies. It was immediate friendship, and it was so, I wouldn't trade the weekend for anything. Like, you guys are going to Rebel Scum Con. I'm so jealous. Like, I can't go, but I wanna keep that high up.
Peace.
Yeah, that's sick.
But pickups, I'm not really a buyer guy per se, but I did end up getting a Roger Christian 8x10, 2GT.
Nice.
It's actually 8.1 by 11.
8.300 gigawatts, and he took his guys.
By
And
the way,
then
guys, real quick, shout out to Pop. He had to get going, but Pop, thank you for joining, sir. It was great to have you here. I appreciate you.
Pop my bookie.
No, that guy sucks.
Continue, JT. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then the dual photo with Watto and Sebulba, in costume with the Bloody Blade. So yeah.
Okay.
And then I got the personalized videos with those guys as well. So it's a
That's
good time,
dope,
man.
dude. That's dope. So Sklee, go ahead. You never got to share. What did you pick up?
Yeah, I'll try to stick just to the Star Wars stuff because I got a bunch of crap. But yeah, I'll start. Well, this is kind of just it's a mixture, but a little R2 I Choose You.
All right.
Nice, dude.
That was pretty cool, man. It just caught my eye like when we first
Not
walked in
lore.
there. But yeah, pretty clean.
That's
Someone
not
just put on my
canon.
desk. I got a couple Lego system minifigs, like ones I had when I was a kid. A little Annie Padawan, a little Luke.
Oh, nice.
Jedi Knights. Pretty sweet. And honestly, this was the big one. This I had like all Friday. I literally went to every booth. I couldn't find it. I asked Gazer, I asked Tony, I asked Pop. I literally asked everybody if they could keep an eye out for this figure. And luckily, the first stop that I went to on the last day, I found it. Little 40th anniversary Black Series. Little Luke. Little. What do we got here?
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
That's sick.
With the shirt open, yeah.
Yeah, dude. A little throne room scene. Yeah, it's sweet though. So I got a little collection, and it's been a very fine addition, you could say. So hype on that I got it. That was kind of the big one for the con. But yeah, man, I made out pretty well, and it's sweet.
Django, I gotta ask you back there, and I'm now just noticing it. You have a Vader helmet back there. Which one do you have?
Yeah, that's also Black Series.
Okay, like the OG or?
Yeah, but what? Because is there 2 or 3 out now?
3.
There's 3. Okay, yeah, I think that was the first one that they released.
Sick.
So there's the OG, there's the red tinted, I think New Hope one, and then there's RTJ or ESP.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard much about the third one, but yeah, that's the one just before the red tinted lenses.
Yeah, that's just they did like a base OG one because they were only, I guess, gonna do one, I think, and then
yeah, my I try to pick up some Black Series helmets. There's that one, and then Cameron can't pick it up, but on that same shelf, I usually have my Boba helmet as well.
I have a Boba
Also
too.
Black
Heck
Series.
yeah, dude.
And speaking of MegaCon earlier, got that signed by Tamora Morrison there and Daniel
nice.
Logan.
Bro,
Nice.
that's
this
a
is
dream
one of them.
mine. That is a
One of them good
dream.
ones, bro. Stop doing that just because you sad. Just because you couldn't go. No. Nah. It was...
he's got to pull a flex.
He can't just sit there and take it. He's got to try and pull a flex.
Oh, really?
That was, I didn't see that coming at all. That was good.
You want another flex? Hold on.
Yo, we got Forged by Light in here. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Guys, we have a special guest in here.
Nice.
Mr. Nylock. He's even got the ICCC hat on. What's up? Closet Nylock.
Yeah.
As soon as I put you
My
up here,
guy.
I was like, "Do you know who that is, Closet?" And he goes, "No." I'm like, "Read it backwards." And he goes, "It's my roommate."
Yeah, what up?
My guy.
I miss your guys' banter. It was fun just to listen to, even from the other room.
I miss it
like,
too.
It was a good time.
Oh man,
dude fell asleep in a second. He literally just laid down. He was like, "I hate you."
That's a gift, man.
I hate you.
Gone.
He must be related to Clone Force.
Gotta be.
That's hilarious. All right, so Colin, I want to hear about your experience ICCC because yours was kind of crazy. This dude wasn't even planning on going until about 4 or 5 days before we left. So go ahead.
It was 5 days before. I got a text like, "Hey, what are you doing next weekend?" And I was like, "Working." No, working. And he was like, we have a free ticket to ICC. Can you get time off? And I did not anticipate being approved, but luckily I got approved, so I was able to go.
Shout out work.
Yeah, shout out to work.
Yeah, big time.
First time you guys have come in for me, but as for ICCC, I mean, for me personally, I thought it was, it was my first con ever, so I thought it was pretty decent. I was a little surprised by how unfriendly some of the actors were. Most of them were great, but like, for example, everyone had an issue with our little friend. But
I would like to comment on that because I found out what might have been the issue.
What happened?
I think his accommodations were completely jacked.
Oh. Why? Because he was in the hotel with us?
No, I got an auto for somebody in my whatnot family. That's the usual. He's always there. And as I was getting it, he was talking to, I think it was Michael Havens' wife, and he was not happy. I think he got sent wrong information. Sounded like he was double charged on some kind of thing. So because Kentucky was telling me that on the way out. Right after I got that auto, he was telling me that like he and his son were sitting at the fountain outside eating lunch, and Kentucky walked over and was just like, "Hey, I don't mean to bother you, but can I talk to you for a second?" And he welcomed me. He was like, "Yeah, man, come sit down with us, have lunch." So I think something happened that had influenced that.
Yeah. That might be what happened to the dude who played Master Splinter, the puppeteer / voice actor too, because that guy was an a-hole too. Like he wouldn't even talk like at all. Because the rest of the turtle guys were great. They
were awesome, dude. I had a great experience with those guys,
especially Elmo.
Dude, dude.
Elmo, love you.
Elmo was a little a-hole when I walked up to him.
maybe
worse luck.
Maybe
your face.
It's just you.
Yeah, maybe.
maybe you're the a-hole.
Maybe that's the issue. But other than that, most of the stands were pretty great. I had a couple stands that I felt like I lived at over the weekend. But yeah, other than that, it was, for me personally, it was a good time. Really enjoyed all the cosplayers. Got my first Theory Saber and already bought another one. So here we go.
Dude, it was so funny when we went to the con. I was like, "You think you're gonna buy a lightsaber?" He goes, "Nah, probably not, man. I got $300, but probably not." And then it was like day one of Theory Sabers being there. He looks at me and goes, "I think I'm gonna buy a lightsaber," and I'm like, "I knew it! I knew it!"
Which one did you get?
So I got Revan's.
Oh, that's right. You showed that to me.
Yeah,
what was
I got
the other one
Revan.
that you bought?
I bought the other Revenant once I got home.
Hell yeah. Dude, you told me like 3 separate times, man. You're like, if I get the other lightsaber, I gotta invest in the cosplay.
It's what's happening more than likely.
Oh,
Heck
We already
yeah.
got confirmation from Colin a couple days, yesterday, the day before. He is for sure saving up for ICCC next year. He's going to try to cosplay as Revan when we get there. So
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Please do, man. We need some more Legends characters going there.
Yeah, I've been.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, but that's not a nice thing to say, Pop.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Colin?
So I've been revening it up the past couple of days. Like, I've been going through and re-listening to a bunch of stuff on them and everything.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. I love it. I love it. Revan was sick. Revan is so cool.
Is sick.
He's still canon.
Is sorry.
Yeah, is until they decide to do something with him and destroy the character. Yep.
True. All right, guys.
We don't need the pessimism.
Yeah, right. So before we get off, Lord Swoonsky wanted to do something for the stream tonight. So go ahead, Lord Swoonsky, take it away.
Well, I don't know how well it's going to go because apparently Restream doesn't have a built-in giveaway tool. So, if you guys want to win this 30th, where's it at? 30th anniversary R2D2 and 3PO signed by Roger Christian card, put in the comments hashtag Galaxy Built on Hope.
Hold on, let me.
Galaxy Built on Hope in the comments. If you
Yeah.
guys want to win that signed Roger Christian card, 30th anniversary, C3PO and R2D2. Hashtag Built on Hope.
I'll put them all in the name picker and only put it in once because you're only getting one entry. Don't spam it.
Wrath, do you wanna share some stuff?
No, I'll do video. It's all good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Share one thing. Come on, we all shared at least one thing. Share one thing. You can do the rest on the video.
I'm sniping this giving.
Oh, I fucked up. I lost already.
Sniping this givey.
What an idiot.
What a maroon.
Damn, one thing.
Oops, sorry.
Another thing. You already did share one thing, actually.
It's gotta be. It's got what?
No, he didn't. Shh, shut up, Sklee. Shh. Yo, that's a sick sign.
Yes.
Mind tricks don't work on me.
Only money.
No
Man,
money.
It was so fun meeting him. When I walked up to his table, he actually just looks at me and goes, "Annie, little Annie, it is you!" Like in the voice.
That's
it was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. So for Rebel ScumCon, I'm gonna run a short that I wanted to do at ICCC. I now am the owner of Metal Republic credits. So skit incoming in a couple months.
Sweet.
Oh, I got some too.
Heck yeah. Forged by Light is
Shut up.
Galaxy Built on Hope. Galaxy Built on Hope.
Who in here is going to Rebel Scum?
Nobody apparently.
Raph is going.
Come
John, we gotta
on,
go.
y'all.
Django, we got to get you out there, man.
I want to, but I actually will be out there. Believe it or not, I'm gonna be in
Galaxy.
I'm gonna be an hour from where it's being held, but I'm gonna be at a film camp like that same weekend, so I won't be able to attend.
Dang, a film camp.
Film camp.
Mm-hmm. I went last year. That's actually where I met my Padme. We met at this film camp.
Heck yeah. Which, by the way, she did a phenomenal job as Padme. So if she's watching, you did a phenomenal job. That was great.
She hit the fuck out of that floor.
Yeah.
That was a carpeted
Real.
floor, and I looked over because I thought she had hit something that was on the ground. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, the ground.
Nah, I thought there was like some kind of device there to like make it sound harder, but she ate that.
Yeah.
She hit the deck for real.
That's what film camp is for.
She was telling me
Real.
she was like she had like known how to fake fall a couple times, so she wasn't scared to do it at all. She's like, just make your body go limp and boom. So I'm like, okay, do it.
She went and reboot.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a fun scene.
100%. That was so sick to be on Theory's video today. See myself. I was like, yay, I got on.
Yo,
Woo!
I heard people talking about you guys' skit and how your like Gazer, how your voice projected and how Django, you sounded like Annie. Like I had some people talking in the background about you guys' scene. It was really cool.
That's
Sick.
cool.
The audio is very crisp, yeah. And if he pans the camera and turns around.
I know, right?
He pans the camera and turns around, and you got Maul and Starkiller eating popcorn, just watching the whole thing go down.
That was
That's
awesome.
hilarious. Yeah, Maul
And
was
then
just
Theory, he was like, it's like pure cinema.
Yeah.
I loved that. And did you notice they did it in the like cinematic format
Yes.
too? I love
Yes.
that. And they like color
Which is
put a
sick.
filter over it. That was cool. That was
so cool. That was really cool. I loved it.
That is a memory for life. That's one of my highlights for sure.
Yeah.
The other is having real quick. I did get to meet Roger, but I honestly got to hang out with his kid a little bit more because he was working the Theory Sabers booth. So he came around and I ended up just having a lightsaber duel with him. And I'm just standing there thinking to myself, I have the craziest bragging right now. I am fighting. I'm having a lightsaber fight with a youngling, but not just any youngling. He is the kid of the creator of the lightsaber. I'm like, what is happening right now?
That was a cool kid, man.
Yeah,
I don't know,
he was
man.
cool. Shout out to you, bro. You're pretty cool.
I don't know, man. He was prototype Boba for most of the night.
He was,
bro. He got his hands on a blaster and he put me on a stick 'em up for like 30 times. Like I would just feel a blaster up against my back. I'm like, oh great.
Yeah,
I've got a
I'd be
short
walking
story on
around
that.
and he'd
He's a
take that
pretty
little
good
saber he's walking around with and he'd hit me in the leg. And I'm like, bruh, I need that. Come on, dude. Obi-Wan doesn't get his legs cut off. You need to go find Anakin.
He was messing with me, man, because I told Juliet Merlot, because she was asking about like the visibility of my helmet, and I have a complete blind spot from like here and everything down. So I guess he overheard that, and he was like shining his lightsaber like in front of me. So I'm just getting like a strobe seizure. I'm like ah, it's like messing with me, man.
Star Wars.
He's really cool.
Nice.
I saw him messing around with there was another kid like his age. They were both trying to spin lightsabers. And so I taught Roger, I was trying to teach Roger's son how to do the Obi-Wan, and I walked away after I thought he was good. And then, the other kid came up to him and he was teaching that other kid what I had just taught him. And I was like, dude, I'm a grandmaster.
That's so cool.
I had a Padawan and then he trained somebody else. It was like right in front of me. It was amazing.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Get out of here, Ricky.
Colin, I'm super stoked to see how your Revan costume comes together. It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be a long, expensive process. That's what it's gonna be.
Just think about it this way, man.
But you're not
upset. When you get it, you got it forever. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like any of the masks I found online, so it's like, well, I gotta find a custom make, and and then the
Millennium
armor.
Workshop, baby.
Millennium Workshop.
Millennium Workshop,
That's what
baby.
everyone's telling me.
I'm gonna have to sell my car to Millennium Workshop to get my Mandalorian suit going.
So, Colin, did you end up getting the SNV4 or the Profi?
Oh, I went with the most expensive.
All right,
model.
heck yeah, I love it.
The sell was enough that I was like, okay, I don't feel like a complete idiot for buying the most expensive version. So
Did you use the 20% off?
yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Wait, I didn't do that.
Oh, well, mistakes were made.
Oh, wait, the one you bought online.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, you could do that in person?
No.
Yeah, yeah. You just go up to them and say Theory 20, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I got you."
Draven 10, please.
Yeah, Draven 10.
I love it. All right, guys, we're gonna go 5 more minutes. Galaxy built on hope. If you want to win the signed Roger Christian 30th anniversary R2D2 and C3PO card.
That's Galactic Files, right?
I don't know. I just know it's from 2007.
Okay.
I got it from Kyber.
Nice.
Millennium says, I make the best Revan helmet.
See, there you go, Colin.
We'll have to be in comms at some point. Yes.
All right,
Millennium also
Millennium,
said,
I'm sending him your number.
Millennium also said that he would weather your Slave 1 back there.
Ooh.
Millennium, do you do
No.
Mandalorian suits? Asking for a friend?
Asking for a friend.
Wrath on Mandalore. I just want you to know that it has been almost a week and I have yet to complete the X-Wing.
Wow.
I actually lost a couple pieces.
They're probably in the fucking sink.
Or they flew off into the trash can that was right next to the.
It's either that or I left them in the freaking rental car.
Are you building it in the bathroom?
He was basically. It was like the counter right outside the bathroom.
Millennium, I just sent Colin your number, so I'm sure at some point he'll be in contact with you. So, all right, guys, you ready to do the giveaway, Lord Swoonski?
I suppose.
Rigged.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, we haven't even done it yet.
Rigged. He's not
There
even
you
going to
go.
show the wheel. Rigged.
My computer's running slow. Is it up?
He just crashes.
He's
His
on
video
the-
just cuts and no giving.
I love this.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
It's spinning.
Why am I Wrath on Mandalore? Rigged. Rigged.
That is totally rigged.
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 Spin again. Spin 2, keep 1.
Spin again. I'm giving it away.
Here we go. He's giving it
Oh,
away.
give
There
it
we
away.
go.
Spin it. Spin it.
I just wanted to win. I just wanted bragging rights.
Wait, what?
Spin
You
it.
just wanted
See,
brag
the thing
rights.
is, if it lands on Wrath on Mandalore, I don't even win it because it's not my fucking name.
Get out of here. Yo, I want it back. I want it back.
Run it back.
That's not even, that person's not even in here.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
close
real.
that out. Spin again.
Shut
it out, spin
Mark
again.
one. Better yet, I'll cut
Who's
it in
Mark?
half. Optic gets 3PO, the unsigned gets the signed part.
Tear it down the middle.
Well, I won first. I want the signed part.
He's got a point
No,
there.
that's not how this works.
Congratulations, Muff.
No, you didn't hit on the break, man. I'm sorry.
Benjamin,
Bullshit.
how's it going?
Bullshit.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Guys, that's it. Thank you for being part of this. It was great to talk about ICCC, CCCC, and yeah, right, exactly. JT, that's sick. But thank you guys for being part of it. It was great. I want to have all you guys on the podcast. Some of you again, some of you for the first time. Django, Sklee, have you guys on. But thank you so much for being on here. We appreciate you guys. Guys, thank you for all. We had 38 in here at one point. Super stoked. That's sick. If you guys haven't yet, go check these guys out on YouTube. Go sub to them, please. Except for Nylok, he ain't got crap.
Please,
So-
please, I need the friends. Please help.
You sound like you need the
Was
friends.
that Swooner?
Yep. If Closet asked
No,
nice
that was
enough, maybe I'll
Django. That was
sub.
not me.
That's hilarious. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night. Wrath on Mandalore, you have 5 minutes to contact Lord
Shut up. We all know
Swoonski.
who it was. I lost my glasses and I can't read.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Remember, the Force will be with you always.
Well, what have we here? Now, this podcast is something that belongs in the clouds.